Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside, stolen, picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, another rivalry is on tap as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays host the Winamac Lady Warriors. This is Indiana High School basketball. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to the nest of North Judson, Indiana, 46366. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. As we get ready for our 16th basketball broadcast of the season, we have seen both of these teams in action and have spoken with both head coaches, of course, on the Saturday Sports Line. That is head coach Tony Stasiak of the Winamac Lady Warriors and head coach Whitney Combs of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. But when we look at the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, head coach Whitney Combs is in her second season leading the girls program. The Jays started their 2024-2025 season at home against Rochester. They unfortunately fell in a tight one. 46-43 was the final. They then followed that up with another tough loss on the road to Rensselaer Central, 83-42. On November 12th, they hosted South Central here in the Nest and won big time, 70-32. Then on the 16th of November, they hosted another one of their county rivals in the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and won 74-53. They then won on the road at Couts, 39-35. We saw them beat their historic cross-county rival, the Knox Lady Redskins, the night before Thanksgiving. 53-36 was the final. Big win for the Lady Jays. They then hosted Morgan Township at home and won 52-44. They traveled to Argus on December 5th and won 59-46. They beat Boone Grove at home 64-19. Then beat Caston here in the Nest 51-28. They then beat North White on the road 67-41. On December 19th, we saw them host the Culver Cavaliers and win 39-34. They then traveled to Francisville to take on a very, very good Lady Trojan team and squeaked one by, winning 48-46. Real close one there. They then fell to a good Tri-Township team here at home, 43-35. They beat Kankakee Valley 48-47 in a close one, and then beat LaVille on the road 49-43. On January 16th, the Lady Jays lost to Benton Central in a game head coach Whitney Combs says could have been a win for them. She said shots were just not falling for the Lady Jays as the final was 52-38. And then this past Saturday, the Lady Jays beat conference opponent North Miami on the road 46-41. We chatted with head coach Whitney Combs in our Collins Insurance postgame show from the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana. Head coach Whitney Combs was very happy with the Lady Jays' performance, a big conference win for them as they come into tonight's rivalry matchup at 14-4 on the year and 5-0 at the top in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. Leading the team in the scoring department is standout sophomore Kaylin Tunis, averaging 15.9 points per game, right around 16 a game from her. Right behind her is Kylie Lehigh, averaging 10.7 points per game, and then rounding out the top three is Shiloh DeBoard, averaging 9.2 points a game. Lehigh leads the team in rebounds, averaging right at 10 boards per game. She also leads the team in steals, averaging 3.3 snags per game. Leading the team in assists is Shiloh DeBoard. She's averaging 3.2 dimes per game, as the Lady Jays offense is averaging 50.9 points per game, and their defense is allowing 42.7 points per game up to this point. The Lady Jays have had their way for most of this season. There have been some games where head coach Whitney Combs has told us it's just not the team she's used to seeing. So there have been some ebbs and flows, ups and downs, highs and lows, however you want to categorize it for the Lady Jays this season. But when you look at their record, sitting at 14-4, 5-0 at the top in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference, as a fan, you've got to feel pretty confident here later at the latter portion of the season. The Lady Jays are going to put some things together. And in a game like this, a rivalry matchup with also the conference on the line, you also see the Winamac Lady Warriors. We'll talk about them here in a moment. But, boy, this could be a big conference win as a whole for the Lady Jays tonight if they are, in fact, able to beat the Lady Warriors of Winamac. As we go ahead and turn the page and look at the Lady Warriors of Winamac, Indiana. Head coach Tony Stasiak is in his third season already leading this girls program. Stasiak is, of course, an Indiana high school basketball state champion that coached for many years at Rochester. After a tough first year at Winamac, his second year was literally quite the opposite. He led the Lady Warriors to their first sectional championship matchup since 2018. This year, the Lady Warriors started their 2024-2025 campaign going 6-4 through the first 10 games. Notable wins came against Caston 44-24, Culver 33-18, and Manchester 61-45. Since that time, they have gone 5-2 through the last 7 matchups. They went into overtime against Delphi, where Winamac won 57-51 on January 4th. We saw them host the Knox Lady Redskins in the War on 35 and win 47-35. They then took on a tough loss against conference opponent North Miami, 42-36. The Lady Warriors then beat Triton at home 45-28 before traveling to Oregon Davis this past Saturday, winning 62-56 with only 5 players the entire game. They were able to pull that game out without anyone fouling out, as the Lady Warriors come into today's rivalry contest at 13-7 on the year and 5-1 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. Not only is this a rivalry matchup tonight, folks, the conference is up for grabs. Leading the Lady Warriors in the scoring department is Candace Croft, averaging 13.4 points per game. Right behind her is Sadie Pope-Joy, averaging 12.2 points, and rounding out the top 3 is Marissa Iverson, averaging 10.5 per game. Leading the team in rebounds is also Iverson. She is averaging 8 boards per game. Candace Croft leads the team in steals, averaging 3.2 snags per game, while also leading the team in assists. She's averaging 4 dimes per game. As a whole, the Lady Warriors are averaging 43.9 points per game on offense, and their defense is allowing 38.9 points per game. We saw the Lady Warriors this past Saturday, and man, did they show resilience and fight. Candace Croft being the leader on the team last Saturday, as Sadie Pope-Joy was out due to strep throat. We are being told she is back in the lineup tonight. Remember, this team normally has 7. They were down 2 this past Saturday. They had to play with 5 the entire time. Croft got into foul trouble in the first half. She had 4 at the end of the second quarter, and we were talking up in the booth, hey, she's going to have to be careful. If she survives this game, it would be incredible. It would be unbelievable, as Harold Welter would say it. Well, guess who did last the entire second half? Head coach Tony Stasiak, instead of having Croft bring the ball up the floor, he had Maggie Keller, also Shay Lamer, bring the ball up the court and allow Croft to sit in the corner as the Oregon Davis Lady Cats were guarding them in a box and one. And that is how she survived the entire third quarter. And then the latter portion of the fourth quarter is when the rock found its way to her hands, and she led her team to a phenomenal finish. A big win this past Saturday. It's moments like those that aren't on the scorebook. You think about wins and losses throughout the year, but it doesn't say how many were on the floor, how many fouled out. Luckily, no one fouled out for the Lady Warriors, and they were able to win that amazing matchup in Oregon Davis. If they are able to pull out a win tonight, they would join their boys team in a clean sweep of Stark County teams. They have beaten the Knox Lady Redskins, as I mentioned a moment ago. They beat the Oregon Davis Lady Cats this past Saturday. So Rivalry game, conference on the line, and a hopeful clean sweep of Stark County is what head coach Tony Stasiak and the Winamac Lady Warriors are hoping happens tonight, as we are expecting another great evening of IHSAA girls basketball rivalry action. We appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Yes, sir. Thank you. John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. One injury to report tonight, and it is Lady J, Kaya Burkett. She is still out with an ACL injury. We sure hope she has a speedy recovery, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned. We will hear from Tony Stasiak of the Lady Warriors and Whitney Combs of the Lady Jays after the break in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible healthcare experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
We have an opportunity now to chat with head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, Tony Stasiak. Coach, quite a win this past Saturday at the Bobcat Den. You're staying in Stark County, a little tour here. You are taking on the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Some conference things are on the line here tonight. What do you know about the Lady Jays?
I know they're really good. They've got, like we said the other day, it's multiple players that are like year-round basketball players. And, I don't know that I've ever really coached that, to be honest with you. They're always multi-sport athletes, which I kind of prefer, but I also respect, what those kids do. And, it's a group that it's a mix of veterans and some new players, which you always like to have because it looks like it can be sustainable, and it's been sustainable from Neubauer to, I can't remember what the previous coach was, but to Combs now. Like, it's been, and starting with Hampton, which I got familiar with them. They never really seem to have a down year, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. Like, even though they got some really good seniors, like there's juniors, there's sophomores, so they're really good. They like that free freestyle kind of up and down kind of basketball game, and we are going to try to get them uncomfortable. That's our best job. We can't play that way. I know we scored some points against Oregon Davis. To win a game like that was really surprising, but it was a really character builder. And my big concern now is coming off that game, the weather has impacted practice. Now, rest versus rust, that's given us some time to recover from that type of game. We're healthy, everybody's back today, but we weren't able to practice as fully as I would like to get ready for this team. I don't know what their practice situation has been like. We're trying to make the best of what we can, but it feels like kids know each other. Like, you're going to talk X's and O's, but games like this, last couple games have been the same way. Last couple years have been the same way. Like, it's going to come down to somebody making a play, whether that's a headline player that you expect or somebody else maybe that steps up and has a big game. Rivalry games are always that way, and we're fighting for our conference lives, and they can clinch at least a share tonight if they win. Yeah. So there's a lot at stake in addition to the rivalry, which would speak for itself. We could both be 0 and whatever, and you're going to get the best fight you can out of both teams. So it just puts more to it. But there's one thing for sure, is that we'll both walk out of here tonight better prepared for sectional than what we're walking into the gym. Sure. So big picture, got to keep that in mind.
Message to Warrior Nation here on the road this part of the season. I know you need them for the next several weeks.
We do. We had some fans at Saturday that I think helped us a little bit. This is a group that needs that little bit extra, all right? That little bit extra is big. We got this game, another game on the road, and then we got senior night a week. So, we got 3 games left in the sectional. This group needs all the prayers, support, cheers, everything they can. I'm proud of them, and, I hope the rest of Winamac is too.
Coach, I sure do appreciate your time. Good luck tonight. We'll talk later.
Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
I'm talking with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. It's Whitney Combs. Coach, it's another rivalry battle here tonight. You host the Winamac Lady Warriors. Of course, they're short on numbers, but they still pack a big fight. What are you planning to see from the Warriors? What have you been preparing your Jays for?
They're a great team. They have 2 girls that can really shoot the ball really well. They have some post presence down low, so we have to have a high hand on all shooters and make sure we rebound the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Something maybe defensively you want to see from your girls out on the floor.
We want to pressure them. They're, like you said, low on numbers, so I want to run them.
Message to Blue Jay Nation here at home.
This is our senior second to last game. Come out and support them if you can.
Coach, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School girls basketball rivalry action, here are our keys to the game for the Winamac Lady Warriors. You kind of heard it there from head coach Tony Stasiak. Hey, you've only got 7 to play with. Let's slow it down, get it into the half court. That would be my suggestion. Let's play playoff basketball. Sectional's right around the corner. You're taking on a rival, and the conference is on the line. You might as well take advantage of each possession. Now, if we flip sides, if you are the head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, attack, attack, attack. Let's see if we can get these Lady Warriors into some foul trouble and make them work for everything. If they slow this thing down, let's push it into the half court. Let's push it forward and move as fast as we can on offense to make them hopefully make mistakes. That is our keys to the game. Go ahead, sit back, pop open an ice cold Coke and chill. The Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our LAP Waste starting lineups are next. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
It's time for the LAP Waste starting lineups.
For the Lady Warriors of Winamac, Indiana, starting at point guard is Candace Croft. The two guard is Sadie Popejoy. Starting at small forward is KK O'Connor. At the 4 is Marissa Iverson. And at the 5 is Shay Lamer. For the Lady Jays of North Judson, Indiana, starting at point guard is Avery Johnston. The two guard is Shiloh DeBoard. Starting small forward is Kaylin Tunis. The power forward is Kylie Lehigh. And at the 5, it's Gracie Minix. That is our LAP Waste starting lineups. We will be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From the nest of North Judson-San Pierre in North Judson, Indiana, welcome to game number 16 of our Indiana high school basketball season between the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays and their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Well, we are proud to let you know the public address announcer tonight in the nest is Logan Radke. The scoreboard operator is Dave Altman. In charge of the official scorebook is Missy Hensley. Our officials for this evening are Jay Carnegie, Danny Zuccarelli, and Mike Mendoza. We're going to take a break and come back. The big-time rivalry matchup is on the way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you are considering buying or selling a property, you can't be too careful. The forms, the regulations, the inspections. You need someone who is experienced to help you with the process. The professionals at Welcome Mat Real Estate are experienced in residential and agricultural, both important for our area. And they can help you with your 1031 exchange as well. Call Welcome Mat Real Estate at 574-896-5138, and a friendly hand will hold you as you work through your real estate transaction.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time. And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
Back in the nests of North Judson-San Pierre in North Judson, Indiana. Mitch Columbia along with you for this big-time rivalry battle on KVB's WKVI. Just went through the starting lineups. The Winamac Lady Warriors coming to town. Only 7 on the entire team. They're going to have to be very careful, just as careful as they were this past Saturday against the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, picking up the win with only 5 on the floor. If you're the Lady Jays and you think you're going to roll over these Lady Warriors, think again. They're going to battle you. They're going to be just as aggressive. Now, that doesn't mean the Jays have more numbers, so they may be able to outlast the Lady Warriors in this battle. But my goodness, one thing about this Lady Warrior team is they listen to Coach Stasiak, and he is able to coach them in the middle of the play. There were a couple of times where they would bring the ball in the half court, and he is shouting, yelling out where he wants the girls to go out onto the floor, and they follow his directions. So this team, while they may be small, they are one. They play as one, and they play well together, and they respect their head coach and Tony Stasiak. For the Lady Jays, though, it is all business. You come in 14-4, your rival comes in on your home court. I'm not going to let this happen. Yeah, you might be mighty, you might be small but mighty, but we're going to be here to fight you the entire way. As I do remind you, tonight's tip-off is brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week interview, given out each week. Athlete of the Week, given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line. In the middle for the tip is Marissa Iverson of the Winamac Lady Warriors and Kylie Lehigh for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. As our Web Printing JT Shirt Shack tip is up and away, and the Winamac Lady Warriors will control it to Sadie Popejoy. She takes it to the left block, back out up top to O'Connor, then swings it over to Croft, who pops a 3. Long rebound, and Kylie Lehigh will come up with it in a quick foul on the Warriors, a fight for the board. But Lehigh holds on to it, and she will have the first board of her night. So the Jays will have it. Bringing it forward is Avery Johnston. She kicks it over to Charlotte Abord. Into the far corner, it is Lehigh. Back skip pass to Johnson. Takes it inside off the glass. Avery Johnston, nice move there. And now it's 2-0, the Lady Jays lead. Croft to bring it forward, crossing over. DeBoard on her. Gets it over to Sadie Popejoy. Skip pass far corner. It's Shay Lamer. Back up top. Popejoy Goes left, spinning around in the paint, puts it up off the glass. Sadie Popejoy, nice move, takes the bump, doesn't bother her. 2-2, first minute blown by here in the opening quarter. And now a big three from Charlotte aboard. Hits back iron, no good. Rebounded by Lamer. She gets it to Croft to bring it across half court. She pushes it forward, wide open three from, and she will travel. It was Sadie Popejoy. She gathered her feet. And at that time, it was too many steps. So a travel sees a turnover here by the Warriors. Lehigh has it. Skip pass over to Kaylin Tunis, then to the far corner. It's Avery Johnston, back to Tunis, then to Johnson. Far corner three, big three. Avery Johnston, 5-2, the Lady Jays lead here. Popejoy to bring it forward with pressure. It's Avery Johnston. She picked her up full court. Back to Candace Croft to attack in the paint. Puts up a shot, no good. Saved by Kaylin O'Connor. Back to Shay Lamer. She gets into the paint. Tries the dump off pass. Loose ball. Iverson's on the floor. It's stolen by Kylie Lehigh. Lehigh, oh, nice find to Avery Johnston for the right hand lay-in. Good move there. 7-2, the Jays putting their foot down early here. 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Step back tray ball from Croft, hits the back iron, long rebound. She'll come up with it. Picks up her dribble, looking inside, nothing there. Back up top to Shay Lamer. Lamer with Tunis on her, gets it to the near side of the floor. Extended wing, it's Candace Croft. Croft up top, almost loses it. She does. Gracie Minix got in there. And now we will call a jump ball here. It is in favor of Lady J basketball. Some scrappiness here early. We knew we would see it, especially in this rivalry battle. Johnston swings it over to DeBoard. Top of the key, then back to Johnston. She's going to try a wide open three again. No good this time. Rebounded by Marissa Iverson, who gets it to Croft. Pushing it forward to Sadie Popejoy. Crosses half court. Popejoy, far corner, picks up her dribble. Almost lost it. Saves it. Back to Croft. Inside to Marissa Iverson. Back out to Lamer. Deep two. Top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Her second so far this evening unofficially. Here comes, coast to coast. Back out near corner. Avery Johnston. Reach-in foul will be called on Candace Croft.
Foul ball number 3, Candace Croft. It's her first, team second. Number 2, Maggie Heller checking in for the Lady Warriors.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Johnston to take it out. Kicks it up top. Kaylin Tunis pops the three. No good. Long rebound. Johnston saves it. Now she's driving inside. Tried the dump off pass. Stolen by Kaylin O'Connor. No one was there. And O'Connor gets it back to Croft. Croft pushes it forward to Popejoy. She's going to step back. Pop a three. No good. Rebounded by Kaylin Tunis. Now here comes Tunis pushing it forward. Gets into the paint. Puts up a shot. Takes a bump. Nothing called. Rebounded by Croft. They're letting them play here. Here comes Candace crossing the timeline, crossing over. Now a third time. Trips, falls, saves it to Maggie Keller. Keller back up top to Popejoy. Keller checked in for Lamer a moment ago. Then to Popejoy. Inside, back out to Keller. Now to the near corner. Candace Croft. DeBoard on her. Entry pass. Tried to go over the defender who was fronting Kylie Lehigh into Kaylin O'Connor. Lehigh gets a hand on it and tips it out of bounds. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Entry pass to the left block. Marissa Iverson almost lost it. Jays are on the floor saving it. Back to Croft. Then up to Kaylin O'Connor off the glass. The Warriors stay with it, and that's kind of what we're talking about. They're aggressive too. They will stay in there and fight with you. As here's Avery Johnson going inside. Kick out near corner. It's Kylie Lehigh. Skip pass back over to DeBoard. DeBoard fakes the three. Drives inside. Has space off the glass. No good. Defense was there and strong, and now here comes Croft. 7-4, the Jays lead by 3, 3:35 to go in the opening quarter. Croft gets rid of it, far corner, Sadie Popejoy, short on the three, rebounded by O'Connor, stolen by Avery Johnson, and now here she comes, one-on-one, off the glass, Avery Johnston, and she is having a night. Croft to bring it forward. Crossing the timeline, takes the pick, roll to Marissa Iverson, draws the foul, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. It looks like they will call this on Avery Johnston, her first of the night. As Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports, call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build your home today. Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home here in Stark County. Call them today at 574-896-2567. First free throw from Iverson is good. As Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. L&D Farms is also a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Second free throw from Iverson is no good. Fight for the rebound, caused a jump ball. Arrows pointing in Winamac's favor, so it'll stay here. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Croft to take it out, kicks it up top to Maggie Keller. Keller looking inside, picks up her dribble, back to Sadie Popejoy. Now here comes Popejoy, step back, short corner, deep 2, no good. And it's rebounded by Shiloh DeBoard. DeBoard to bring it forward. Gets it to Johnson. Inside to Gracie Minix, turnaround shot, no good, inside the paint, saved by Marissa Iverson to Candace Croft. Croft now bringing it across the timeline, crossing over to Board, getting into the free throw line, then brings it back out up at the top. Oh, wow, almost got DeBoard to fall over. Now she's going to pop the 3, no good, rebounded by Kaylin Tunis. She thought she had the space, almost got it to go, and now here comes Kaylin. Kicks out, far corner 3. Avery Johnston is on fire. They're calling it a deep 2, but Avery Johnston came to play tonight. Here come the Warriors, crossing the timeline. It's Croft getting it to Maggie Keller. Keller to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy picks up her dribble at the right elbow, hands off, top of the key. It's Croft getting inside, puts up a shot, blocked from behind by DeBoard, saved by Iverson. Back out to Popejoy for 3. No good, long rebound, Iverson again. And now a reach-in foul called on what looks like Kylie Lehigh. Her first of the evening. Shay Lamer will check in. KK O'Connor will check out. Gracie Minix will check out. And checking in is Grace Craig, the junior for the Jays. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket for the Winamac Lady Warriors. They kick it up top to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy crossing over, getting inside, kicks it out near corner. Maggie Keller. Keller. Back up top to Popejoy, 1:40 to go in the opening quarter, 11-5. The Jays lead by 6 here. Popejoy attacking, far corner to Keller. Oh, and Keller's going to lose it. Last touched by Kaylin Tunis, who got her hand in there. Sideline out of bounds play for the Winamac Lady Warriors here. Lamer to take it out. Plays in motion. She finds Sadie Popejoy at the short corner, far side of the court. She's going to get, oh my gosh, she tripped under her own power. Avery Johnson will pick up the steal, finds Kylie Lehigh slashing in, and a nice play by Kylie Lehigh to get on the board. Oh, Croft's going to hit the deck. She saves it to Sadie Popejoy last minute of the first here. And Croft is slow to get up. We hope she's okay. And now a foul will be called on the inside as Popejoy is attacking. It'll be on Avery Johnston, her second, team's third of this quarter. And checking in for Johnston will be number 4, Macy Morrow, the sophomore. So Avery Johnston with a heck of a first quarter. Far corner 3 from Candace Croft on the inbounds pass is no good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Here comes Lehigh, pushes it forward. Kaylin Tunis pops the 3! And 1, baby! 4-point play opportunity for Kaylin Tunis. And the foul will be on Candace Croft, her second. And coming in for Croft will be Kaylin O'Connor. So a tough foul there for Croft as Tunis sinks it, and now she goes to the line for a 4-point play. In and out, no good, but Kylie Lehigh gets in there, comes up with the rebound, and a jump ball will be called. Stays here, Lady J basketball. They're going to make out on that. Holy moly. So an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket sees Shiloh DeBoer to take it out. She slaps the ball. Here comes the play. Kicks it up top to Morrow. Fakes the three. Drives inside. Back out. Kylie Lehigh. Three. Too hard. Long rebound. Sadie Popejoy comes up with it. Now the Jays are trapping. They're going to steal it. It's Kaylin Tunis. Dump off to Kylie Lehigh. Fakes once. Goes up and gets it. This is Popejoy bringing it forward. Still has it. Gets it to the free throw line. Kaylin O'Connor then swings it this side of the floor to Maggie Keller. Skip past to Popejoy, stolen by Macy Morrow. She almost loses it, saved by Grace Craig. Here she comes, crossing the timeline, brings it back out. Last 3 seconds here to DeBoer. Deep three, no good, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 18-5, the Lady Jays lead their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. Were taking a break and coming back. Second quarter action on the way.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Back in the nest of North Judson-San Pierre in North Judson, Indiana. We go to the second quarter, 18-5. The Lady Jays lead their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. Mitch Columbi here with you on a Thursday evening for Indiana High School girls basketball action. The Warriors will have it out of the break. They get it to the right block at Marissa Iverson. A fight for the ball as Kaylin Tunis is in there. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Jays. Croft to take it out underneath her own basket. Finds it to the far corner. Maggie Keller. Yes, sir. Big three. Maggie Keller. She needed that one. 18-8 now. The Jays lead. Far corner now. Macy Morrow back up top to DeBoer. DeBoer up top. Lehigh swings it back over, far side of the floor. Macy Morrow fakes the three, drives inside. Head coach Tony Stasiak wanted to travel, nothing called. Back up to Grace Craig, now to Shiloh DeBoer. She's driving inside, attacking, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Grace Craig, and she lost it with the help of Kaylin O'Connor, and saved by Candace Croft, and then picking the pocket is Shiloh DeBoer, and then she will trip and fall on Candace Croft, picking up her third foul. Croft can't believe it. So she will have to check out, and Sadie Popejoy will check in. Croft picks up that third quick foul in the first 49 seconds of the second quarter. My goodness. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. DeBoer to take it out, kicks it up top. Wide open three. Top of the key, Macy Morrow, no good. And now a loose ball foul on the inside here. I think they're going to call this on Kaylin O'Connor. We'll see who it's on here. Yes. So that'll be KK's first of the night. As the Jays will kick it in. Up top, Macy Morrow, then swings it over to Kaylin Tunis. Back to Kylie Lehigh, then to Grace Craig. Extended wings, far side of the floor. Back up top to Kylie Lehigh. Now to Charlotte DeBoer, driving in baseline. Back up top, Lehigh fakes the three, drives inside. Couldn't get it to go. Great job by Marissa Iverson keeping her hands straight up. And now here come the Warriors. And a blocking foul will be called on Shiloh DeBoer. Her first of the night, team's first. 2 fouls in this quarter already by the Warriors. That is the Jays' first here in this quarter. Warriors kick it in to Sadie Popejoy. She's at the volleyball line, top of the key. Now she's bringing it to the near side of the floor. Back over to Marissa Iverson, just past the right elbow. Then up top, Sadie Popejoy pops the three. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Unofficially, I have her down for the 5th board tonight. And on that board, a foul will be called on Shay Lamer, her first of the night. So now here comes Kylie Lehigh to cross the timeline. 18-8, the Lady Jays lead. 6:15 to go in the first half. Charlotte DeBoer has it, top of the key. Kicks it back over to Macy Morrow. Back to DeBoer, crossing over, going inside. And she will be called for the travel. The zone from the Winamac Lady Warriors, they've been playing a 2-3 for the entire part of this first half so far. And DeBoer just dragged her foot, took an extra step, as now here the Warriors have it. Dump off to Sadie Popejoy on the inside. Pops it from 14, no good. Rebounded by Grace Craig. Here comes Grace. Almost lost it, saves it back to DeBoer. Swings it over to Tunis, pops a three. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh on the inside. Her putback's no good, but then she gets another rebound to pad that stat a little bit more, and she does get the second putback to go. And now we have a whistle on the other end of the floor as Sadie Popejoy had it. They're going to call this on Grace Craig. Her first. Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Popejoy has it, top of the key, gets it to Kaylin O'Connor, extended wing, right in front of us. Back up top to Shay Lamer, then back to Kaylin O'Connor. Kylie Lehigh all over the Jays in man-to-man as they have been this entire ball game. Shay Lamer, far side of the floor. Picks up her dribble, back to Marissa Iverson. Marissa picks up her dribble, almost threw it away, but saved by Shay Lamer. Now she's attacking DeBoer, picks up her dribble, back up top. This is Sadie Popejoy, fakes left, goes right. Here comes Popejoy. And it could have been called a travel, but they're going to call the foul as she tries to make her way inside. It'll be on Macy Morrow, her first, sending Popejoy to the line to shoot two, as Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coots Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coots Lake. First free throw from Popejoy is no good, as this broadcast is brought to you in part by Woodlawn Health, earning the right to care for you, your family, and community. We appreciate their support of all local high school sports. Popejoy, second free throw on the way, and it is good. 20-9 as we have a timeout from the Winamac Warriors. The Jays lead in this one, and we got to talk about Avery Johnston. What a first quarter she had. She had 11 points in that first quarter. Kaylin Tunis had a three, could have been a 4-point play. And then Kylie Lehigh had 6. As of right now, unofficially, she has 7 boards. So Lehigh well enough on her way to getting that average of a double-double as she has been doing for the majority of this season. She's been a walking double-double for, it seems, the last couple of seasons. But you think about it here, the Warriors have been able to slow the offensive pace down by the Jays. At the end of the first, it was 18-5. While the Warriors have only scored 4, they have only allowed the Jays 2 here in the first 3 minutes of play of the second quarter. 4:57 exactly to go here in the first half. So this is what we were kind of talking about. The Warriors can kind of slow things down a bit, get it into the half court, make you have to work defensively. And I think that that's kind of weighing on the Jays. Now, The Lady Jays, we know, can outlast storms. Trust me, they've got the bench, they've got the players, they have the experience. This isn't something they're new to. So I expect the Lady Jays to probably come out of this timeout from head coach Whitney Combs getting in their ear saying, hey, let's get back to that style of play we had in the first quarter as they get the ball out of the timeout. Looking at that 2-3 zone from the Winamac Lady Warriors, Shiloh DeBoard will bring it across half court. She gets it to Grace Craig, then swings it up top to Kylie Lehigh, then back to DeBoard, who pops the three, too hard, long rebound, finds it to the hands of Kaylin O'Connor. She then gets it to Sadie Popejoy to push it forward. Popejoy crosses over Craig, then stops at the free throw line, and she gets one to go. Sadie Popejoy, nice move there. 20-11 now, 9-point ball game. The Jays lead, 4:20 to go in the second, and Kylie Lehigh has it. Lehigh swings it over to Macy Morrow, back up top to Lehigh, then swings it over to DeBoard. DeBoard going inside, back out up top to Grace Craig, then swings it back over. This is Kylie Lehigh, far side of the floor, skip past to Kaylin Tunis. Then back to Lehigh, pops the three, no good, rebounded by Marissa Iverson. Iverson pushes it forward to Sadie Popejoy. Here comes Popejoy. Top of the key, gets it back to Shea Lamer, fakes the three, driving baseline, then dump off to Marissa Iverson, off the glass. Marissa Iverson, and timeout by the Lady Jays as the Lady Warriors are on a run here, 20-13, 3:44 to go here in the first half as Carrie Block and all of the local agents at First Choice Insurance in North Judson and Knox are proud supporters of high school sports and are here for all of your insurance needs. Call 574-896-3482 for North Judson or 574-772-5370 for Knox. That's First Choice Insurance. Welcome Matt Real Estate, our proud sponsors of local high school sports. They take care of agriculture, residential, and 1031 exchanges. Call them today at 574-896-5138. Also tonight is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Out of the timeout, the Jays have it. It's Kaylin Tunis bringing it forward. Now to the near corner, Avery Johnston. Skip pass to the far corner, Shiloh DeBoard. Then dump off to the baseline. It's Grace Craig, and she will unfortunately hit the baseline and go out of bounds. So Gracie Minix will check in. Grace Craig will check out. The Warrior defense, that 2-3 zone, slowing things down just like what Winamac wants. And here comes Sadie Popejoy to bring it forward. And it looks like the Jays may be in a 2-3 here as it's Maggie Keller popping a three. No good. Rebounded by Lamer. Dump off to Iverson. Iverson turnaround shot on Gracie Minix. Goes! My goodness. Hand in the face. Hand down, man down. Marissa Iverson gets it to go and pulls the Warriors within 5 here. And now here's Avery Johnston driving baseline, back up top to DeBoard, swings it around. Up top, this is Kylie Lehigh, back to the near corner, deep two. Avery Johnston is on fire. Much needed points for the Lady Jays, and here comes Sadie Popejoy, far side of the floor, picks up her dribble, stolen by Shiloh DeBoard. Here comes Shiloh, one-on-one, taking on Lamer. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Kaylin O'Connor. O'Connor up to Maggie Keller, and Keller will take her time, pushing it forward now to Sadie Popejoy, and it almost is stolen, saved by Maggie Keller. Back to Popejoy, entry pass, stolen by Gracie Minix. Wow. So the jump ball points it in the direction of Lady J favor. The Warriors getting a little antsy here, a little anxious. Throwing that away, coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Johnston, who's had a heck of a game, swings it to the far side of the floor. Shiloh DeBoard into the far corner. Kylie Lehigh back to Johnston. Short corner from 15 feet, no good. Rebounded by O'Connor, then gets it to Lamer. Lamer pushing it past the half-court line. Going inside now. Dump off to Marissa Iverson at the right block. Turnaround shot from her, rattles around. She creates space, almost fading a little bit back. So Gracie Minix can't get it. Marissa Iverson, she is continuing that play we saw this past weekend, as here's Kylie Lehigh driving baseline. A foul will be called.
Foul call number 24.
And That will be on Kaylin O'Connor, her second of the night. 4th team foul in this quarter. One more foul by the Warriors puts the Jays at the line to shoot 2. They kick it up top. Charlotte aboard for 3. No good. Rebounded by Gracie Minix. Her putback's no good. Then rebounded by Kaylin O'Connor. Up to Sadie Popejoy. Here comes Sadie crossing the timeline. Gets it up to Marissa Iverson. Then back to Popejoy. Popejoy going inside, popping it from 13 feet. No good. Rebounded by Kaylin Tunis. Here comes Kaylin. Pushing it forward, crossing the timeline. Maggie Keller on her, spinning around. Here comes Tunis. Brings it back out near corner. Dump off to the left elbow, Gracie Minix, then up top to Lehigh. Swings it over to the board. Now to the far corner, Avery Johnson. Back up top, Lehigh. 3, no good. Rebounded by Marissa Iverson. Iverson up to Sadie Popejoy. Last minute of the first half. Lamer brings it forward. She has space, takes it in. Dump off to Marissa Iverson. Jump ball called. It'll stay here. And now we will see Grace Craig check back in for Gracie Minix. We'll also see Candace Croft check back in with 3 fouls for Sadie Popejoy. Last 49.9 seconds, 22-17. Quite a run here by the Winamac Lady Warriors. She gets it in right to Marissa Iverson. Oh, man, what a play. Good job by Croft to find the open Iverson, and now here's Avery Johnson bringing it forward. Near corner, Grace Craig for 3. Overshot it. Kaylin O'Connor has it, and now here comes Candace Croft taking the words from head coach Tony Stasiak to take your time, slow it up. One shot here, 25 seconds to go in the first half. The Warriors were down 18-5 at the end of the first. They have crawled back into this. It's 22-19 here. Croft crossing over, creates space, steps back. Last 10 seconds of the first half, takes the pick from Iverson. Pick and roll stolen by Grace Craig. Last 5 seconds. Craig dump off to Kaylin Tunis. Tunis, she's going to shoot this. Top of the key. No good. Missed it, but she was open. And that is the end of the first half. 22-19. What a run by the Winamac Lady Warriors, only allowing the Jays. Oh, man, 4 points in. That is real. I had to look at that twice. Only allowing the Jays 4 points in that quarter. Wow, we will take a break and come back for the KVB halftime show to break this first half down. We knew it'd be a battle. It always is when these two schools meet up in any sport. It's the battle nobody misses between the Winamac Lady Warriors and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Taking a break, coming back after this.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
22-19 is the score here in the KVB halftime show. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Quite a first half by both of these teams. The first quarter, you could easily say, was all Lady Jays. At the end of one, it was 18-5, and then at the end of two, 22-19. So the Winamac Lady Warriors are able to score 14 points in the second quarter to the Lady Jays 4. The Lady Jays got out to a hot start, 18 points in that first quarter, and it is all thanks to Avery Johnson. Well, not all thanks, but a huge part of the Jays' offense in that first quarter was Avery Johnson, as she had 11 there in the first half, or the first quarter, I should say. As of this moment, she has 13 points. Kaylin Tunis has 3, and then also Kylie Lehigh has 6. A very interesting scenario here. Of course, this is all unofficially. Kylie Lehigh, and what I have is 7 boards. It could be more than that, but of course, I'm trying to keep the score, or keep the scorebook, do the play-by-play, add a little color in there as well. So give me a little bit of a break there on a couple of those things. Again, it is unofficial, but man, Avery Johnston just came out on fire. And then let's talk about the Winamac Lady Warriors. Marissa Iverson, we talked about her this past Saturday as they took on the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, and she had an amazing game on the inside. When Croft got into foul trouble this past Saturday, it was Marissa Iverson on the inside doing what she does. And remember, she was going up against Sarah Thompson, who is one of the better inside defenders in our area down in the low block. Sarah Thompson, the junior there at Oregon Davis, is no joke. She can get things going on the inside as well. So Marissa Iverson is coming into her own right now. I have her down for 9 points on the night. Right behind her would be Sadie Popejoy with 5, Maggie Keller with 3, Kaylin O'Connor with 2. And we haven't seen Candace Croft get going yet, and that's something we also talked about this past Saturday. Was Croft is the kind of player, she may have 2 or 3 shots not fall, but you better get a hand in her face, because if she gets one to go, she can catch fire quickly. So that's something to definitely keep your eye out on. She has 3 fouls in the first half. That's just something we've also talked about when it comes to Candace Croft. She is very aggressive. She doesn't stray away from a challenge, and sometimes that aggressiveness can turn into fouls depending on who the officials are. Some officials like to keep their whistle in their pocket and let them play. Others like to call a little bit of everything. So it just really depends on who is officiating the game that night. But Candace Croft, make no mistake about it, she is not going to stray away from a fight. While she hasn't scored from what I have down, of course, unofficially again, she has a fingerprint. She has her fingerprints on this game. You wouldn't think she hadn't scored if that is the case, as I said unofficially. But, man, she leads this team well. And then Maggie Keller, she's coming into her own, the sophomore. She's become quite the shooter. Same with sophomore Sadie Popejoy. When you think about Sadie Popejoy after the first half you just witnessed, you'd have to really check the roster and say, oh my gosh, she really is a sophomore, because right behind the junior Candace Croft, Sadie Popejoy has kind of put her foot down as saying, I am the next leader, or I am one of the leaders, along with Marissa Iverson on the inside. Kaylin O'Connor doing a very good job. She also has several boards on the night. And then Marissa Iverson, like we talked, she is coming into her own. While this Lady Warrior team is small, they are mighty. We talked about that in the Coca-Cola pregame show. This game is going to be good right to the very end. You can feel it, especially if the Warriors do what they did in that second quarter. It could be a back-and-forth affair the rest of the way. And we do remind you, the Hoosier North Athletic Conference is up for grabs here tonight. The Lady Jays are 5-0 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. Coming into tonight, the Lady Warriors are 5-1. So if the Lady Jays are able to beat the Winamac Lady Warriors here tonight, it is to my understanding, if I can get the words out, they would be outright Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions. But that remains to be seen. We will see what happens here in the second half. Man, a lot of good basketball still on the horizon here in this one this evening, as today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Tonight's game is also sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. Finally, we thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. 22-19, the Lady Jays lead their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. Taking a break, coming back. KVB halftime show continues after this.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
I wanted to do something in medicine, but podiatry really was exactly what I wanted. It had a lot of the patient interaction, but I also was able to do a lot of procedures and surgery, which is also what I wanted. So it was kind of the best of both worlds that you don't find in a lot of other medical careers.
Please call 574-223-9393 for all your podiatry needs to schedule your appointment with On Health, earning the right to care for you and your feet.
Do you know what to do when you see a down power line? The answer is very simple. Stay far away. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want you to know that down power lines can be very dangerous. Even if they come off the power pole, they still may be energized. Call 911 and wait for instructions from the fire department or power company. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want to keep you safe.
Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We go to the third quarter. Mitch Columby, so glad to be here for you on this rivalry basketball evening between the Winamac Lady Warriors and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Avery Johnson will have it for the Lady Jays to start the third. She gets it to the near corner to Shiloh DeBoard. DeBoard back to Johnson, then to the right block inside to Kylie Lehigh, who almost lost it, saves it, brings it back out up top, tried to find Kaylin Tunis, and Maggie Keller gets her hand in there and swats it out of bounds. Sideline out of bounds play. Kylie Lehigh to take it out. She finds Johnson, top of the key. Back over to DeBoard. DeBoard crossing over, takes it to the short corner. Deep two on the way. No good. Rebounded by Kaylin O'Connor, who then gets it to Croft, who's doubled. And luckily for her, it hits the leg of Kylie Lehigh and goes out of bounds. So it will be Winamac Lady Warrior basketball. And here comes the full court pressure from the Lady Jays. They did not like the way that second quarter went. Here comes Croft behind her back, crossing the timeline, crossing over to Board, keeping her head on a swivel, then gets it over to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy back up top to Maggie Keller. Keller inside to Kaylin O'Connor, almost lost it, saved by running baseline. That was Croft. Back to Keller, then over to Popejoy, pops it from the right elbow, no good, too short, rebounded by Avery Johnson, and here she comes on the fast break, one-on-one, off the glass, no good, but saved by Kaylin Tunis. Tunis gets inside the paint, lost it, stolen by the Warriors, saved by Kaylin O'Connor, and here comes Sadie Popejoy attacking, dump off, Kaylin O'Connor, back to Popejoy, then up top to Keller. Keller swings it over. This is Candace Croft going inside, blocked from behind by Shiloh DeBoard. And now here comes DeBoard, 1-on-2, stops at the left block, turnaround shot blocked by Marissa Iverson, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touched by the Warriors. It'll stay here. Lady J basketball. 22-19, 6:23 to go. It's a rivalry battle. It's towards the end of the season. Sectionals are around the corner, and conference is on the line here tonight. As here is Shiloh DeBoard. Big three on the out-of-bounds play. No good. Extended wing on the other side of the floor. Croft comes up with the rebound, pushes it forward to Sadie Popejoy, and Gracie Minix will send it out of bounds. A big-time block there. Keeps it here. Out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket. Croft to take it out. Slaps the ball. Here comes the play. Kicks it up top to Sadie Popejoy. Then back to Croft near corner. Entry pass to the right block is Marissa Iverton. Turnaround shot from the post. No good. Good D from the Lady Jays. It's rebounded by Avery Johnson. And here comes Johnson getting inside of the free throw line. Picks up her dribble. Back up top to Lehigh. Swings it over to Board. Now she's driving in. Blocked by Marissa Iverson. She kept her hands high. She gets it to Croft across the timeline. Croft picks up her dribble. Entry pass to the right block. Marissa Iverson puts it up. No good. And a foul is called. We will await to see who it is on. It may be on DeBoard here. No, it will be on Gracie Minix, her first of the night. Team's first, as Marissa Iverson will go to the line to shoot two. Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. First free throw from Iverson is no good. Culver Sportside Marina is part of the broadcast. They can make sure your boat is ready for the spring and summer. Get your boat serviced. Call Culver Sportside Marina at 574-842-5000. Second free throw from Iverson is good, making it 22-20. 2-point ball game here. The Lady Jays lead. Entry pass to Gracie Minix in the paint. Back out to Lehigh. Swings it up top to DeBoard. DeBoard hands off to Avery Johnson. Picks up her dribble. Now inside of the paint. Minix back out. Far corner three. DeBoard. No good. Oh my gosh. Several players touched the basketball. I don't know how they decided who touched it last, but they will say it is out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Jays. Winamac Lady Warrior basketball, and a full court press is on for the Lady Jays. The Warriors get it into Sadie Popejoy. She's pushing it forward, crossing over to Board, attacking, getting into the paint, pops it from 13 feet, and they tie it up. 22-22. Sadie Popejoy. What a drive, and now the Warriors have clawed their way back into this game. 18-5 was the score at the end of the first. The Lady Jays had a heck of a first quarter. The Warriors had that big run in the second where it ended 22-19, and now here we are tied up with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Avery Johnson will drive inside and gets the floater to go. She is having a night. The Warriors will beat the full court press. It's Maggie Keller back to Candace Croft. She gets inside and she will pop it from 10 feet out. And she gets that one to go, and she also gets on the board. 24-24. Here come the Lady Jays. Near side of the floor, it's Shiloh DeBoard. DeBoard to the short corner. Kylie Lehigh, entry pass to Gracie Minix. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Marissa Iverson. Iverson back to Sadie Popejoy. Here comes Popejoy crossing the timeline. Popejoy back to Maggie Keller. Near side of the floor, extended wing, back up top, top of the key. This is Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy, double screen coming. Here comes Croft now, near corner. Spinning around, stays with it. Tried to dump off pass to Marissa Iverson, but it's swatted out of bounds. Last touch by the Jays.
Checking back into the Lady Jays.
Grace Craig will check in for Gracie Minix for the Lady Jays. And Croft will kick it up top to Marissa Iverson, then swings it over to Kaylin O'Connor. O'Connor up top to Croft. Croft attacking, step back, Jay. Couldn't get it to go from the right elbow, but Kaylin O'Connor was there to clean the glass. She couldn't get her put back to go, and it's rebounded by guess who? Kylie Lehigh. Then to Avery Johnson to the far corner. Grace Craig back up top. Lehigh. Oh, stolen by Candace Croft. Now here comes Croft, one-on-one, taking on DeBoard. Oh, wow. couldn't get it to go, but they call a foul on Shiloh DeBoard. She is surprised it was even blown. And you see head coach Whitney Combs looking at the assistant coaches in dismay. They can't believe that foul was called, sending Croft to the line to shoot 2. Her first is up, away, and it is no good. As tonight's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Kylie Lehigh will check out. Checking in for the Lady Jays is Lexi Howard, the freshman. Second free throw from Croft is no good. Rebounded by Grace Craig. Here comes Craig crossing the timeline. Kicks it far corner. Shiloh DeBoard back up top to Craig. Swings it over up top to Howard. Lexi dumps back off far corner. Shiloh DeBoard. 3:15 to go. Tie ball game. 24 all. She gets inside and draws the foul on Marissa Iverson. So Iverson will pick up a foul, sending DeBoard to the line to shoot 2. That is Marissa Iverson's first of the night. Team's first of this quarter, as LAP Waste is a woman-owned waste management company. Quick, reliable next-day delivery service for dumpsters and containers. Get rid of your waste as easily and efficiently as possible. Call them at 574-542-4019 and waste less with LAP Waste. First free throw is good. Second free throw is not. Marissa Iverson couldn't come up with the rebound. Grace Craig stayed with it. Her putback's no good, but she is fouled by Iverson, and she will go to the line now.
Send Grace Craig to the line, shooting 2.
So Craig will go to the line, as Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Craig's first of 2 is good, as Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. Grace Craig gets the second to go as well. 27-24, 3-point lead for the Lady Jays. And now here's a dump off to Kaylin O'Connor, and it'll go through her legs and out of bounds. If there was a time to strike, now would be the time for the Lady Jays, as Kylie Lehigh will check in. Kaylin Tunis will check out. Theoretically speaking, Kaylin Tunis having a quiet night. She only has 3 unofficially from what I have been able to tell. Lehigh has 6. Here's a 3 from Shiloh DeBoard. Oh, man. And now the Jays lead by 6. What a shot that was. Quick work for the Lady Jays in this quarter, as now here Shay Lamer pops a 3 far corner, blocked by Kylie Lehigh. Got a piece of it. She closed the gap so quickly, I don't think Lamer saw it coming. And now here's an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket. Croft to take it out, kicks it up top to Kaylin O'Connor. O'Connor just past the left elbow. Dribbling, picks up her dribble. Here comes the double, gets rid of it. Saved by Marissa Iverson, hands off to Croft. 2:15 to go in the third. The Warriors trail 30-24 here. Big run by the Jays. And then driving in is Croft. She will draw the foul. They'll call the foul on Shiloh DeBoard, her third, team's third of this quarter, and it'll be an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket. Croft to take it out. Up top to Marissa Iverson, who almost lost it, and now a reach-in foul by Grace Craig.
Foul call number 5, Grace Craig. Second, team's 4th. Number 4, Macy Morrow, checking back in for the Lady Jays.
So it looks like Lexi Howard will check out. Macy Morrow will check in for the Jays. Oh, no. And the Warriors will kick it to Sadie Popejoy, and Popejoy didn't think she touched it yet. She went back court with it, so it is an over and back call. Turnover by the Warriors. That is costly. Boy, this 6-point swing, we're going to look back on that. For the Jays, that was huge. DeBoard up top. 2-3 from the Lady Warriors, as it has been all night. Far corner, Macy Morrow fakes the 3, back up top to Lehigh, then swings it over DeBoard spinning around at the left elbow, gets rid of it to Avery Johnston. Johnston to the free throw line, skip past Amaro, far corner, back up top. Lehigh, three, no good, rebounded by DeBoard. DeBoard attacks, puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by Marissa Iverson, dump off to Kayla O'Connor, then she gets it to Candace Croft. Here comes Croft. Lobs it up to Sadie Popejoy, stolen by Kylie Lehigh, and she saves it back to DeBoard. Here comes Shiloh, crossing the timeline, kicks it over. Avery Johnston. Skip pass near corner. Lehigh attacking baseline, gets rid of it on the other side of the court. It's Morrow, then swings it up top to Craig. Back over to DeBoard. Three ball! Splash! Shiloh DeBoard! 33-24. Huge run here by the Lady Jays, and DeBoard was all about it. Last minute of the third. This was the quarter the Jays needed. And now here is Croft driving in, almost stolen by DeBoard, and they will call a push on DeBoard here. She's not happy about it, and the official was staring at her to see how much she was going to say. I think he was considering a technical there. He did not like her body language as she walks all the way over to the Lady Jays bench. This will send Candace Croft to the line to shoot two here. Croft's first up away and is good. Kaylin Tunis will check in for Shiloh DeBoard. Maggie Keller will check in for Sadie Popejoy as we thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Croft hits the second free throw, making it 33-26. What started as a great third quarter for the Warriors ended as an even better third quarter for the Jays. Here's Macy Morrow. She steps into a three. No good. And a fight for the rebound as Marissa Iverson had it. They'll call a foul on the inside. It'll be on Kylie Lehigh, and that was the fifth foul, sending Marissa Iverson to the line to shoot two here. As today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. Marissa Iverson's first of two is on the way, and it is good. Keener Construction is a proud supporter of local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build you a home today. Lamer will check out for the Warriors. Sadie Popejoy will check back in. And Marissa Iverson's second free throw is a swish. 33-28. 5-point ball game. The Warriors are still hanging around here. Last 30 seconds of the third. Macy Morrow. Back up top to Kaylin Tunis, then back to Morrow. Dump off to Grace Craig, and a foul will be called on the inside. And they will call it on Candace Croft, her fourth. And see, that's one of those fouls if you're Marissa Iverson. I think Iverson has 3. You don't want to get into foul trouble if you're Iverson, but you don't want Croft to get in foul trouble either. So you go ahead and raise your hand if you're Iverson to not allow Croft to get that fourth foul. But it is interesting because you don't want to lose Iverson either. Grace Craig hits both free throws, making it 35-28, last 20 seconds of the third here. Up top, Sadie Popejoy pops the three, no good. Long rebound, Macy Morrow comes up with it, and now a whistle. We'll see who it's on here. They have an alert now, here we go. Kaylin O'Connor, her third. So the Jays will kick it in. Last 6.4 seconds. They do to Avery Johnston, crossing the timeline, attacking. Oh, no. And she throws it away. Back court. It'll be over and back, stopping the clock at 0.4 seconds here. A quick shot is what the Warriors are going to need here. And you see head coach Tony Stasiak lining the play up here with 0.4 seconds. It's got to be a quick catch and pop. Croft to take it out. Lob into Iverson, can't get it to go, and that is the end of the third. 35-28. The Lady Jays lead their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. We're taking a break. Fourth quarter action on the way.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time. And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Back in the nest. Mitch Columbi along with you as the Winamac Warriors and North Judson-San Blue Jays enter the fourth quarter, 35-28. And the Warriors have it to start the fourth. It's Sadie Popejoy driving in. Here comes help baseline. Couldn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And it will be a jump ball. It'll stay here as the possession arrow is pointing in Winamac Lady Warrior favor. Oh. So the possession arrow must have already switched that quick. I didn't see it. So now the Lady Jays will have it here instead of what I thought would be the Warriors' ball. So, turnover for the Warriors. The Jays have it. As here's Kaylin Tunis near corner, tipped out of bounds by Kaylin O'Connor. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Avery Johnston to take it out. Kicks it up top. Macy Morrow fakes a three, driving inside. Dump off to Avery Johnston, and she missed it. And it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Grace Craig. Almost surprised Johnston she was that open. I think it just kind of took her for a loop there. So unfortunately, they missed the shot. Keeps it 35-28 as we enter we come up close on the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Popejoy pops a three, top of the key. No good, front iron. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. And now a foul will be called unofficially. I have Lehigh down for 9 rebounds. I could be missing 1 or 2 there, but she is on the verge of getting that 10th rebound here unofficially from my point of view, as the foul will be called on Kaylin O'Connor, I believe. And checking in for her is Shay Lamer. So Avery Johnston has it up top, looking at the 2-3. Kicks it to the far corner. Kylie Lehigh driving in, has space off the glass, left-handed. Kylie Lehigh. And these are the moments where your players like her and Kaylin Tunis step up big time. 37-28, 9-point ball game. The Jays lead here. The Warriors push it forward to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy back to Croft. Croft. Entry pass to Marissa Iverson. Couldn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Blocked from behind by Macy Morrow, I believe. And the Lady Jays have it. It's Kaylin Tunis to bring it across the timeline. She's attacking. Still has it. Inside of the left block. Back out. Kylie Lehigh. 3 near corner. No good. And it hits the hand of Grace Craig and goes out of bounds. You could feel the tension in the air. All of Blue Jay Nation wanted that 3 to fall. Here comes Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy picks up her dribble, looking inside to Iverson. Nothing there. She's going to pop a 3, and she's going to get it to go. Sadie Popejoy, 37-31, 6-point game. 5:50 to go in the ball game. Avery Johnston brings it across half court. Driving in, picks up her dribble. Dump off Left block to Macy Morrow, then up top to Kylie Lehigh. Swings it inside. This is Grace Craig. Fakes the shot, then back out to Morrow. Short corner. Back up top to Lehigh. Swings it over. Skip pass to Avery Johnston. She's going to try another three. Splash! Avery Johnston. She is having a night. 40-31. They match it on the next play. And here comes Pope Joy. Picks up her dribble. She pops another three. Same spot. Sadie Pope Joy. Splash. Timeout. Stasiak. Wow. Oh, man. 40-34 is the score at the timeout. 5:13 to go in the ball game. As Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop. Recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home here in Stark County. Call them today at 574-896-2567. L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Finally, Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coots Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coots Lake. Well, this has been a heck of a game tonight. Back and forth affair. The Lady Jays have been able to create space. It was a much closer game than this. It's still a 6-point lead for the Lady Jays, but the fight from the Warriors is still here as the Lady Jays have it up top to Kylie Lehigh. Swings it over. Shiloh to board. Oh, my gosh. She matched another three. Holy cow. 43-34, and now here's Sadie Popejoy attacking. Step back block shot by Avery Johnston. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Shiloh DeBoard. She has her hands over her face. She can't believe it. She thinks the Warriors touched it last. Lamer will check in for the Warriors. Marissa Iverson will check out. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Candace Croft to take it out. Lobs it up to Kaylin O'Connor, then up top to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy, top of the key, Maggie Keller. Keller picks up her dribble. She needs to get rid of it. Timeout, head coach Tony Stasiak. Quick with that one. 4:36 to go in the ball game. If the Jays don't hit those threes, the Warriors are right there. Shiloh DeBoard is having a heck of a night. Quick 30-second timeout here. As I have unofficially Shiloh DeBoard for 3 threes tonight. It has just been an amazing evening between these two teams behind the arc in terms of answering on the next play. As here's Sadie Popejoy. She'll stop and pop at the left elbow. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh, who pushes it forward to Avery Johnston. No good. And then on the inside, Sadie Popejoy will come up with it. Unofficially, that was Kylie Lehigh's 10th rebound of this game. And here's Popejoy getting inside of the right elbow. No good from 14. Rebounded by Kaylin O'Connor. Second chance opportunity. Croft pops the three. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. She always seems to be in the right spot at the right time. Back up top to DeBoard, then back out to Lehigh. Fakes the shot, driving baseline. She's wide open, and she will lay it in easily. And that is another double-double on the books for Kylie Lehigh, her 10th point tonight. And here's Candace Croft getting it to the right elbow. She gets it to go. Her 6th point of the night, Candace Croft. The Jays have done a good job on her. As here's Kylie Lehigh to the near corner. Charlotte aboard, pops another three. Too hard this time. Rebounded on the inside by Grace Craig. Her putback's no good. Now it's saved by and rebounded by Candace Croft. Pushes it forward to Sadie Popejoy. Here she comes. 1-on-2 or 2-on-1. Dump off to Kaylin O'Connor, and she gets the lay-in to go. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the ball game, 45-38. The Jays lead their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. Left block spinning around. It's Kylie Lehigh, then back up top to DeBoard. Swings it to the top of the key. Avery Johnston then hands off to Grace Craig. Back over to DeBoard. Taking their time now, the Jays. Over to Kaylin Tunis, then up top to Charlotte DeBoard. DeBoard the left block, Lehigh then swings it back up top. Craig, then over to DeBoard, then to Johnston. They've burnt 30 seconds already here on this possession. Good for them. And now a foul will be called as Kaylin Tunis drives inside. It will be called on Kaylin O'Connor here.
Foul ball number 24, Kaylin O'Connor. It's her fifth.
And that will be Kaylin O'Connor's fifth foul of the night. She will foul out. And checking in for her is Marissa Iverson.
Gracie Minix for the Lady Jays.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Avery Johnston to take it out. Kicks it up top. Kaylin Tunis pops the three. Splash! Kaylin Tunis! And that's what she can do. 10-point ball game now. The Lady Jays lead. Croft gets it inside to Iverson. Blocked from behind by Kylie Lehigh and head coach Tony Stasiak. He wanted a foul. Here comes Lehigh now. Back to Avery Johnston. Johnston, 2 minutes to go in the ball game. 10-point lead. The Lady Jays have it. This rivalry battle as well as the conference in hand. They get it to the free throw line. Gracie Minnick spinning around off the glass. No good. Foul is called, and I believe that will be Marissa Iverson's fourth, maybe third.
Foul ball number 15, Marissa Iverson. It's
Her third. And remember, Croft has 4. I was kind of talking about that earlier. Since that was Marissa Iverson's third foul, if she'd have raised her hand earlier saying, no, that foul was on me, that would have been her third foul then, keeping Croft at 3 fouls, because Croft has to be careful here under 2 minutes with 4 fouls, as the first free throw from Gracie Minix is good, making it 49-38, a minute 51 to go in the ball game. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh, though. My goodness, she is all over the place tonight. She's driving baseline, loses it. Last touch by the Lady Warriors, though. That is Kylie Lehigh's 12th rebound unofficially that I have written down here. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Avery Johnson to take it out. Kicks it up top. Almost stolen by Maggie Keller, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a sideline out of bounds play now for the Lady Jays. A minute 43 to go. 49-38, 11-point lead for the Lady Jays. It's looking good for Blue Jay Nation as of this moment. Avery Johnston, top of the key, swings it over to Charlotte Aboard, right in front of the Lady J bench, driving inside, nothing but daylight, off the glass, too hard, rebounded by Sadie Popejoy, and Popejoy has it to Candace Croft. Last 90 seconds of the ball game, and a foul will be called on Kylie Lehigh. She can't believe it. That's her third foul, first team foul of this quarter. And if the Warriors are going to do something, they need to do it now. They get it in to Croft. Far corner. Popejoy pops the three. No good. Hits someone's hand and goes out of bounds. It looks like it was last touch, they're saying, by a Lady J. Warriors have it up top, far corner. It's Candace Croft. Croft, dump off to Sadie Popejoy, puts up a shot, and she's hacked. Looks like it'll be on Gracie Minix here. Yep, and that will be her second, sending Sadie Popejoy to the line, and head coach Tony Stasiak will call the timeout. Well, we invite you to stick around for the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show, where we will break down this rivalry battle, as well as Also have our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game and our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. That's all coming up next in the Collins Insurance postgame show. 1:09 to go in this ball game. The Jays, as I said, lead 49-38. Quite a fight from the Warriors. The Jays, they didn't roll over the Warriors in this one. They had to earn every point on the board. It's been a fight, and we knew it would be, being a rivalry battle. But it looks like the Jays are going to put another win in that win column. Of course, they came into tonight one of our better teams record-wise in the area, if not the best. Coming into tonight at 14-4. This would be their 15th win on the season. They would then go 6-0 at the top in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play as Sadie Popejoy misses the first of two. And from what I can tell, and from what I've talked with head coach Whitney Combs and head coach Tony Stasiak, this game right here, if it's a Jays win, would decide the conference, as they would be Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions. One of the goals head coach Whitney Combs told us on the Saturday Sports Line they wanted to achieve, and they are 60 seconds from doing just that, as Popejoy misses the second of two, keeping it 49-38. Now Avery Johnson's going to cross the timeline, and a reach-in foul will be called on Shay Lamer, her second. The Jays will kick it in to Avery Johnston, and a quick foul as Stasiak wants to draw this thing out and hopes the Warriors are able to make something happen in the last 60 seconds. It sends Avery Johnston to the free throw line, leading by 11 with an opportunity to make it a 13-point ball game. Quite a season it's been for the Lady Jays, as the first free throw from Johnston is in and out, no good. She's shaking her head in disbelief. It was one of those ones where it went all the way around the rim and just rimmed out. Those are the frustrating ones. As the second free throw. Oh, and it'll be a lane violation by Candace Croft. She jumped the lane early, but they'll allow the make by Avery Johnston to make it 50-38. Crossing the timeline, Croft has it. Dump off. Nice little pick and roll action to Marissa Iverson, but a Jay got her hand in the passing lane and it goes out of bounds. Stays here, Lady Warrior basketball. Croft to take it out. Dump off to the right block. Marissa Iverson gets the and one to go. Croft does a good job of finding Iverson on that low block, and then Iverson's able to take a quick bump, finish in the air to get the old-fashioned three-point play. It's a 10-point ball game now, 50-40. This could make it a 9-point ball game. The and one opportunity from Iverson is no good. Long rebound. Shay Lamer came up with it, but she hits the deck and loses it. Saved, stolen by Shiloh DeBoard, and here comes Shiloh. And there is the foul by Maggie Keller. That will be Maggie's first of the night, and it sends DeBoard to the line. First free throw is good from DeBoard. Second free throw on the way from DeBoard is good as well. 52-40, 12-point ball game, 42 seconds to go in it. Croft crossing over. Kicks it to the near corner. Maggie Keller driving in. Picks up her dribble, back to the basket. Now gets it to Croft, driving in, floater. Couldn't get it to go. Last touched by the Jays. It'll stay here, Lady Warrior basketball. 25.8 seconds to go. It is all but buttoned up here. They kick it in, far corner, Lamer. Then back to Croft. She's doubled, gets rid of it to Lamer. Then up top to Popejoy. Popejoy driving in, has space, pops it, fouled, and she will go to the line. She missed it. She will get 2 free throws here.
Foul number 52, Gracie Minix. It's her third, team's fourth. Sadie Popejoy to the line, shooting 2.
First free throw from Popejoy is good. Second free throw from Popejoy is good as well. Lady Jays will kick it in. It looks like the Lady Warriors, they will foul the board, sending her to the line. 9.9 seconds to go. Leading by 10. The Jays are going to win this game. They will go 15-4 on the year. 6-0 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. Big-time rivalry game tonight. Also a chance at the conference tonight as the board hits the first of two. The Jays showed up when it mattered most and are proving to be a formidable opponent as we enter sectional play. The board will hit the second of two as the Warriors will kick it in. It is Candace Croft getting it to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy gets it to the near side of the floor, Maggie Keller. Then up top to Popejoy, and that will be the end of the ball game. 54-42. The North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays beat their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. A huge win for them as they are Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions. It looks like we'll await the official word from head coach Whitney Combs, but from where I'm sitting, they did it tonight, beating their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors, solidifying themselves atop the Hoosier North Athletic Conference. A big-time win for the Lady Jays. This was a goal that they wanted, and they got it done tonight here on January 23rd, 2025. And you just heard the public address announcer Logan Radke announce it. They are the 2024-2025 Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions. So we don't need confirmation from head coach Whitney Combs. We know now from the announcement by Logan Radke, the Lady Jays have won the Hoosier North Athletic Conference outright and moved to 15-4 on the year. We're going to take a break and come back. The Collins Insurance postgame show is up next. We'll have our Stark County Co-op play of the game as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. That's all coming up next.
When you are considering buying or selling a property, you can't be too careful. The forms, the regulations, the inspections. You need someone who is experienced to help you with the process. The professionals at Welcome Mat Real Estate are experienced in residential and agricultural, both important for our area. And they can help you with your 1031 exchange as well. Call Welcome Mat Real Estate at 574-896-5138. And a friendly hand will hold you as you work through your real estate transaction.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
Big, huge win for the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays as they become Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions, beating their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. 54-42 is the final. Lady Jays, great night for them. They were dressed in all pink tonight. They only get to wear these jerseys once a year, but the whole gym was in support of wearing pink tonight. So definitely wanted to give a big-time shout-out to the alternate unis the Lady Jays were wearing. Also, head coach Whitney Combs. She looks very good in her pink attire, and her husband Denver Combs, assistant head coach, he had his pink shirt on. So everyone was in full festive attire tonight. but a huge win for the Lady Jays, as I stated, 54-22. We look at some stats here for the Lady Jays, and, we talked about it in the first. Avery Johnston, she just really came out and helped the Lady Jays punch the Winamac Lady Warriors in the mouth. 19 points on the night. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is unofficial. Didn't have anyone with us tonight. Head coach Terry Minix, he is, well, not head coach anymore, but he was a head coach at one time. Terry Minix, he is actually with the Oregon Davis Lady Cats tonight, as they were in that they lost last night in their opening round of the Everweiss Bi-County tournament. They had another game. There is another bracket. If you lose one game, you still get to be a part of that tournament. So that's where Terry was tonight. You may be wondering where he was. He couldn't make it tonight due to wanting to be on the bench for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. Of course, we always oblige Terry, but hey, unofficially tonight, I had Avery Johnston down for 19. Right behind her was Shiloh DeBoard, unofficially with 13. And then Kylie Lehigh, I had her down for 12 rebounds and 10 points, another double-double for Kylie Lehigh. So a lot of things to go over there for the Lady Jays perspective. For the Winamac Lady Warriors, leading scorer, I can tell right off the bat here, 14 points is Marissa Iverson. And 15 points leading was Sadie Popejoy. So 15 points from Sadie Popejoy. Marissa Iverson with 14. Kaylin O'Connor had 4. And then also 6 points from Candace Croft, a rare night for her. Maggie Keller had a 3. So big night for Sadie Popejoy. Marissa Iverson right behind her. She had quite a few boards as well, but it just wasn't enough. You talk about the tenacity in the fight. If those threes for the Lady Jays there, especially in the fourth quarter, don't drop, man, I mean, the Warriors could have either tied this thing up or had gotten close. They had 2 threes there, I want to say early on in the fourth, maybe it was in the third quarter, by Sadie Popejoy, but each time she hit a 3, Shiloh DeBoard had the answer. So just really all around a great game for the Lady Jays, as we see head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. It is Whitney Combs making her way up to the KVB nest to break this game down. We also see head coach Tony Stasiak making his way up here, so we'll hopefully be able to talk to both head coaches. One will have to wait. I guess we could try to see if we can get a dual interview here. That'd be kind of cool. But let's go ahead and bring in head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. It is Whitney Combs. Coach, that first quarter, 18-5. The Warriors really took it to you in the second quarter, only allowing 4 points in that second. But then it just seemed like there at the end of the game, you had your key players step up in key moments. Give us your opinion.
Yeah, so that first half we played really well. I'm kind of out of breath from climbing up the
stairs.
Sorry,
it's up in the nest.
Yeah, but that second quarter they came out and they kind of got in our heads a little bit. We missed a couple shots and got a little bit down on ourselves. And we told them at halftime, hey, you guys are open. You're gonna have to keep shooting them. They're gonna fall. I mean, we weren't shooting. I don't think our percentage was very good. That first half, but we came out and we hit a bunch of threes that second half that really helped us out. Shiloh DeBoard came and she hit 3, I think, like almost in a row.
Yes.
And
answering from Winamac.
Yep. Oh yeah, they were making a lot of them too. And then Avery, she had 19 points on the night.
Okay, that's what I had her down. I wanted to know if I was close.
Yep.
And then I also had Kylie Lehigh, another double-double on the night. I had her down for 12 rebounds and 10 points. Am I close?
I have her for 10 points. I'm not sure about her rebounds. We'll find out when stats come, but
yeah,
probably. She likes to get those rebounds.
And I said it on the broadcast. It seems like Kylie, she finds a way to get those boards, even on those missed free throw opportunities, giving you your team another opportunity. Even off the second missed free throw, you get that rebound and then miss the shot, but another foul is called by Marissa Iverson, sending you guys back to the line. That third quarter there, that was an interesting scenario there, but Kylie Lehigh always seems to find her nose to the ball.
Yep, she's a competitor, man. She wants that ball whenever she can get it.
So, Hoosier North Athletic Conference champions. How's it feel? This
awesome.
was one of your goals?
Yep, it was. And the girls came out and got it done. It got a little hairy there at times, but we found a way to win, and I'm very proud of all the girls. They came out and battled.
Yeah, you're at this point of the season. Do you like where you're after a win like this against your rival? Are you happy with where your girls are at?
I am happy, but we always want more, right? We always strive to get better each day. And I think the girls have been doing that, so we just got to continue to do that until sectional time.
Now it's all about the cross-county battle. Nobody misses. The battle for Stark County's on the line.
Yep.
You took care of business earlier on in the season, 53-36 the night before Thanksgiving. Now we fast forward to this Saturday night. You get to host the Knox Lady Redskins. They've been having a tough season so far, but what are you telling the girls at this point in time? Hey, we're here. Sectionals around the corner. Last home game of the regular season as well.
Yep.
It'll be senior night.
Right. Their record doesn't really show how good they are. They held KV. I mean, they only lost by, I think, 4 last night to KV, and KV is a really good team. We have to come out and we have to play our game. We can't, just roll over for them. We got to come out and play our best to beat them. It's always a dogfight whenever you play Knox. Doesn't matter what records are.
No, absolutely. And also I wanted to talk about, not only DeBoard, but also I thought, we don't really talk about Avery Johnston too much. And I just felt like that first quarter she had kind of set the tone for the Jays.
She sure did. She came out and she wanted it. She was wanting that conference trophy when we played North Miami. We didn't have it in our possession, so she's wanting to keep that here, with the Lady Jays. So she came out, and she had 11 of her 19 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So, and then she got in foul trouble, so she didn't get to play a lot the second quarter, but she really kept us in the game that first quarter, and she came out and hit a big 3 the fourth quarter. She did really well for us. She's been stepping into her role. Each game she's just getting better.
Well, Coach, I always appreciate you coming up and talking with us. We'll chat with you Saturday morning to prepare for our big cross-county battle on the sports line.
Awesome. Thanks, Mitch. We appreciate you.
Of course. All right, that is head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. It is Whitney Combs off a big win over the Winamac Lady Warriors. And, we now have an opportunity to talk with head coach Tony Stasiak. For a minute there, you think in the second quarter, it was 18-5 at the end of the first, and then you guys only allow Judson 4 points in the second quarter, and we started thinking, oh my gosh, is this going to be a similar scenario? You guys don't back down from a fight, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen us enough. Like, people should know that we're not going to, especially in this kind of game, but any game really, these Warriors are going to fight. Like, Heart of Warriors, it's cliche, but it's true here. That start obviously wasn't great. I think that was, but we came back and we clawed back. And what we take away from it is we made that run in the second quarter and Croft was on the bench.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so we played Saturday without Popejoy, right? Played 5. We played tonight. We made a nice run with Croft on the floor for extended minutes. Now, those are not situations we want to go down the stretch with, but maybe some tough bounces we didn't execute as well as we needed to down the stretch, but that was a big takeaway from this game. And then I think realistically the game, that about 2 minutes left in the third quarter, legs just weren't there. Like, we missed a couple free throws. They came down, split one, got a rebound,
and then
got a put back.
Foul.
Yeah, and then it kind of gapped to 7, and then we're playing the chase game a little bit, and they're really good. Popejoy's here. Her legs aren't there. I know she hit some threes late, but, like, in the routine, I think, they went back to school yesterday. We went back today. For high school kids to get back in the routine of school and practice and that, and like rest versus rust, I thought we could be maybe rested, but I think we got a little more to the rusty.
Sure.
But again, we have to manage that. Like, we don't have – that's just who we are right now, and we had to take advantage of that. We fought valiantly. But it also – those full-time basketball players, that's a luxury. Like, I've never coached those, but you get a Lehigh and a Tunis and a Johnson and a DeBoard. Like, they've got 4 girls that eat, sleep, live, breathe basketball. We got 2. The other ones, like, we'll see them and they fight like heck. But that's a huge difference to have that. It's not a knock on the coaching staff. They develop. They both. Combs does a great job of managing this team and doing what they need to do. But we fought valiantly. Heart was willing.
Yeah.
Legs kind of weren't able. But
and you almost think about it too. If DeBoard doesn't answer on those threes in the fourth quarter, you guys are right there within 1 or 2 possessions after those 2 big threes from Sadie Popejoy.
And you have to give her credit because she was clanking them around first 3 quarters.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking, like, okay, like, you don't know how kids are going to react, especially a game like this, but tip of the hat to her, she did not stop shooting, and those were backbreaker threes. Like, and then we're trying to play with Croft at 4, and then she's got to manage how she plays defense, and that kind of hurt us. But we need her on the floor. We had some opportunities, just didn't quite have enough tonight. But if we can get back, keep everybody healthy and get back, and this team keeps battling the way they've been, finish strong these next 2 games, get everybody healthy for the sectional. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
We obviously want to finish as high as we can. We need to beat Pioneer. We'd like to finish in second place. We can't win it. Hats off to Judson. But I feel like if we can take care of business against a really good Pioneer team, they'll probably be on their senior night, and then we can say maybe we're the second best team. For this year, we've been at the bottom the last 2 years. So to finish in the top half, right? It's there, and like I said, if we're healthy in the sectional, we know we went 3 games, made it to Saturday last year, lost to a really good Lewis Cass team. We know the route, whatever that takes. But if we can be healthy and we can continue to build, then I like where we're at, and we'll see where we go in February. But they've come so far, and so proud of them. And like I said, man, they're just trying to battle as best they can. And just wasn't our night. It was their night, but we got more nights left. So we'll focus on that, and we'll be better about it.
You have a few nights off.
Yeah.
You'll be back this Tuesday at Pioneer, and then you'll finish things off at home on the 30th, Twin Lakes. Give us a couple rundown on both of those teams as you prepare this coming week.
Pioneer's really good. They got a couple guards that are really, really good. It's kind of a local rivalry too, so that's a big game. We beat them twice last year. It's probably, like I said, it's probably going to be their senior night, so they're probably going to be loaded for that. And then Twin Lakes is our senior night, and that's a good rivalry for us. There's a player that plays for Twin Lakes that came up through the Winamac system, so our girls will be fired up for that, let's say, and our seniors want to go out well. So it's just one of those things. We have 2 more opportunities to get things right, get healthy. And all coaches want to play their best basketball going down the stretch. I think being shorthanded here lately, I think will help us in the long run. Frame it the right way.
Right.
But we want to be healthy. We don't want to keep playing shorthanded. So that's going to be our focus. Pray for good health and good weather and keep us in our kind of routine and see where we end up. I'm just honored to be their coach. They fight so hard. It's I know I get on them, but I haven't had to lately. Message received, message sent. I think we're all on the same page now. So they fought hard today. I'm proud of them, but tip your hat. Not our day. We got other days.
Sure. Well, and then now we also talked about this off the air earlier. Hard to believe the sectional draw is this coming Sunday. You guys doing a watch party?
No. Okay, 2 things. Number 1, and most important, my son is getting married on Sunday.
Oh, my gosh. Congratulations, Coach.
Son. So
good for him.
Yeah, so that will be my entire focus.
That's perfect timing, too.
And you got 3 kids. They're all between 21 and 26. He's the first one, so that's
good for him.
That will have my full attention. Jake Ruff will be really good about keeping me posted, but the draw is the least of my concerns.
Sure.
Like I said, if my team's right, we'll play anybody anywhere. But then the second part of that is I'm not a big watch party guy because as soon as that draw comes out, I'm going to work.
You're going to work.
I'm not eating pizza.
We're not here to party.
Kids, and I don't want any reaction. Okay, who we going?
We're going to work.
I'm pulling the film up. We're diving in. We're getting ready. That's my job. I'm not a. If you win in the sectional, you can party all you want afterwards.
We can party then, yeah.
Let's
schedule the party
first,
then.
Yeah. So they will, and I hope they do. It's important for them to be as a team, but
sure,
I'm not that guy.
Well, congratulations to your son.
It's a big moment, right? It's a big moment. So proud of him. It's a big moment for me. I feel really old all of a sudden.
I know. I was about to say, you're going to have a grandchild soon.
I will say this. When that happens, the coaching career, when there's grandkids, well, hey, my family has sacrificed. I love having my daughter on the bench, but my family sacrificed a lot. Time's the one thing you can't get back. I don't know when it'll be, but the clock will tick when that happens.
It'll be an organic moment. You'll know.
You're right. Yeah.
You'll know.
Yeah. I love these kids. It's nothing that's going on now.
Right.
And I got some good kids coming. So
if
I'm healthy,
Coach.
But it's a big moment for the Stage X. So we'll celebrate that on Sunday, and we'll worry about the sectional then Monday.
Congratulations,
Thanks,
Coach.
Yeah,
good to see you.
Yep.
Tough loss tonight, but keep it up.
We'll be back.
Yes,
Thanks.
I know you will. That is head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, Tony Stasiak, here in the Collins Insurance postgame show. We appreciate him making his way all the way up to the nest here at the top. I am getting a update that the Culver Lady Cavaliers lost to John Glenn 37-28 in the Bi-County Tournament semifinal. A tough loss there. Shout out to Paul Dunn for sending me that score update as several of our area teams were in action tonight. Not only were the Culver Lady Cavs in action tonight against John Glenn, a tough loss for them. The Oregon Davis Lady Cats, off that tough loss last night to Bremen, they were back in action in that Bi-County tournament facing New Prairie tonight. And then the Tri-Township Tigers boys team was in action as well tonight. They were taking on Westville. Of course, they're part of that Porter County Conference tournament going on. That's such a big deal in this part of our state. And then the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays boys team, they were in action on the road at Rensselaer Central. It is 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So since we got this game done early, there was not a JV game tonight. That's why our game ran a little bit earlier than anticipated. There was no JV game tonight, so we will keep our ear out for several of our area teams in action tonight. But we have a jam-packed Saturday sports line planned for you this coming weekend. I'll just go ahead and let you know we will talk with, we're going to prepare all of our listeners for the big cross-county battle nobody misses. We will be talking to both North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays boys and girls head coaches, Kent Cheesem and Whitney Combs. Also, Knox Redskins head basketball coaches for the girls and boys teams, James Adcock and Jason Breeden. We will get those 4 interviews in the first hour. And then in the second hour, we're going to have an opportunity to talk with North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jay wrestling head coach Danny McGowan. Of course, Danny McGowan was the first Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Year award recipient almost 24 years ago. Kind of hard to believe, all the way back in 2001. But yes, we will have a chance to chat with Danny McGowan. Of course, that is my co-host Chris McGowan's brother. Should be a very interesting interview. That's all coming up this weekend on the Saturday Sports Line. We will, of course, also have our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week award winner interview with Cameron Noost, the West Central wrestler. That's all this Saturday on the Saturday Sports Line. We're going to take a quick break, come back. This is the Collins Insurance postgame show. The Stark County Co-op play of the game is up next.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time. And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
54-42 is the final as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. Not only was it a rivalry matchup, it was a chance to win the Hoosier North Athletic Conference, and the Lady Jays did just that. They are now 6-0 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play and are the outright HNAC champions. We are talking our Stark County Co-op play of the game, and I actually wrote a note down to remind me of this moment, and head coach Tony Stasiak had brought that up just a few moments ago as we had a chance to talk to him. It was that moment in the third quarter where the Lady Jays were able to get to the line. They split the free throws, makes the first, misses the second. They're able to fight for a rebound. Couldn't get the putback to go. They're fouled again, make it 1 for 2. And then off that second second miss, if I'm not mistaken, it found it to the hands of Shiloh DeBoard, and when she hit that three, they were only up by 3. The Warriors had been fighting, remember, 18-5 at the end of the first. The Warriors closed that in the second, 22-19, and then in the third, with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, that Shiloh DeBoard three made it a 6-point lead, and you just heard what head coach Tony Stasiak said after that foul, missed the free throw, foul again, missed the second free throw on the second free throw attempt. On that same possession, finds it to the hands of Shiloh DeBoard, cash money, 6-point lead. He said from that point on, it was playing from behind, so to speak. I almost thought about that fourth quarter when Sadie Popejoy was able to hit those threes and Shiloh DeBoard was able to answer those threes, keeping that lead where it was. But I truly believe it was that big-time three in the third quarter around the 2:30 mark where Shiloh DeBoard pushed it to a 6-point lead. She ended up the night with 13 points, 3 threes, and she hit 4 free throws. Again, that's unofficially, but congratulations to Shiloh DeBoard on that big-time three in the third, making it a 6-point lead. That is our Stark County Co-op play of the game. We'll take a quick break and come back for the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. This is the Collins Insurance postgame show on KVB's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Appreciate you, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game wears number 15 for the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays. It is sophomore Avery Johnston. She finished the night leading the Lady Jays with 19 points, confirmed by head coach Whitney Combs as the official scorebook came up to the nest with her. So I did pretty good on keeping my stats. I'll pat myself on the back if Terry Minix is listening. Hey, buddy, I can do it too. Maybe not quite to the extent he can, but congratulations to Avery Johnston. She came out, had 11 of her 19 as Coach Combs had told us in the first quarter. And when you end that first quarter on a high note like that, 18-5 was the score. The second quarter was all Winamac Lady Warriors, but then the Jays took care of business in the third and finished off things in the fourth, and it all had help with Avery Johnson. A close second could have been Kylie Lehigh with another double-double on the night. I mean, how many double-doubles is she going to average? I mean, is she going to end up having at the end of her career? I mean, obviously she's been averaging a double-double triple-double for the last 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll be really interesting to see the numbers for her. But I'm going to go ahead and give this to the sophomore, Avery Johnston, our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Congratulations to Avery Johnston. KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action this coming Saturday night from North Judson, Indiana, to see the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays host their historic rival, the Knox Redskins, for some girls and boys doubleheader rivalry action. We plan to go live roughly around 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us every weekend throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. If you ever miss the Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We also invite you to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Our final in this one saw the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat their rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors, 54-42, becoming Hoosier North Athletic Conference champs. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball. For our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition does continue. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park, with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. USW Local 9551. Collins Insurance. McGrath Refrigeration. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack. Kankakee Valley REMC. Osborne Advantage Real Estate. Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5-Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way!